Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Bunny and PtitDrogo on Dusk Towers. In the bottom side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Bunny, representing Team Liquid. And at the top side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is PtitDrogo, representing Millennium. Alright, so what we have today, actually, is that Millennium or is that my insanity? Oh no, I just second-guessed myself real quick there. Alright, so today is a PvT for you from the WCS Spring Championship that was wrapped up just a couple of weeks ago now. And let's take a look at what PtitDrogo is, because he didn't label it, and now I'm second-guessing myself. Liquipedia tells me PtitDrogo is playing for my insanity. Dang it, I knew it. He's French, though, and all the Frenchies play for Millennium except for this guy, which was what threw me off. So, PtitDrogo for my insanity. EU is the Twitter handle. Alright, so a TVP between two of the better players of StarCraft 2 in the entire world. I'm glad you could join me today. I'm very happy to have you on board. And let's see how this goes tonight. Bunny versus PtitDrogo. Looks like it's going to be a gateway expand out of our Protoss player. I almost said Terran because apparently my brain cells are dying faster than I can remanufacture them. The little bit of some probe harass on that SCV just keeps working. Just keeps working. Allows that Reaper to pop out right on time. Very brave is this SCV, but he's injured. He's going back to convalesce here inside the mineral line. He'll probably never be healed is the problem with SCVs. Medevacs don't usually sit over the mineral line and heal things, so we'll see if maybe he manages to catch some of that healing ray. Going for the 1 Rax expand here too, so both players pretty much doing the darn same thing in that they get the 1 unit producing building, go for an expansion, and there's the cybernetics core coming out for PtitDrogo. Meanwhile, Bunny's not going for that factory quite yet. He did get a Reaper instead and a reactor on his barracks. I think that is for future Marine production. Marine's pretty good in this matchup. And PtitDrogo choosing not to wall off, which we have seen fairly well. The problem is it doesn't do much against scouting, although Bunny wasn't planning on doing any scouting other than this Reaper who has 2 jobs. And, somebody in one of the comments on a few of the casts ago did actually ask to name the next Reaper McReaperface. So here we go. Or is it Reapy? I think it was Reapy. Reapy McReaperface. Heading on out here. Reapy is getting shot in the head and the face by that mothership core. There's really nowhere to go for Reapy here. Reapy is heading on out, going to get healed up by his combat drugs. Desperately wants to get a scout off. Desperately wants to kill some of these there probes. I don't know if he can do that second thing, though. He did get a nice scout. I mean, yeah, he did see that. He did see these, but not really information needed, which would have been this robotics facility. And now he can't go up there because the mothership core and a stalker are ready to go. Reapy McReaperface, why? Why is your life so null and void and meaningless and pointless? Can you get up there, man? Can you do this thing? I believe in you. I believe in you, Reapy McReaperface. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Those are the eyes of a man you can trust. He has decided, however, that discretion is the better part of valor, and he's going to sit here where it is safe instead. Factory on the way is making a Cyclone, is Bunny. Cyclone is pretty good for defense against things like warp prisms and adept drops and things like that, so you'll watch out for this area. Cyclone pretty darn good at taking those warp prisms out of the sky. Meanwhile, Observer comes out of the robotics facility, as is the first unit produced by a robo facility every single time, with maybe a few exceptions, but those exceptions just prove the rule. The Stalker trying to get some shots off. Oh, good micro by PtitDrogo. KD8 charge knocking the Stalker forward. Allows him to get 1 more hit off. Reapy McReaperface still alive, though. Still alive. Only has the information that the Protoss player has a Stalker. And is he going to head on home? I don't know. He's not scouting this 3rd base either. That PtitDrogo is going for. This is not looking good at all for the Terran player. Marines on the way. Tanks on the way. Starport is building a Liberator. Some Liberator harass. Let's follow this. Whee! All the way up here, and probably going to do this line then, I would assume. Going to try to harass that line. Oh, did you scout the 3rd? Reapy McReaperface, did you get there? You got there. You scouted the 3rd. All right. You now have purpose. You now have something in your life to make you want to live. Observer, flying on in, is going to see the tanks, is going to see the barracks and the barracks and the barracks and say, all right, so pretty heavy bio play here. Nothing too surprising, as mech does not seem to be strong enough to really hang with Protoss these days. Observer, just continuing to fly around. No big deal. There's that warp prism. There it is. Second thing out of the robotics facility is a warp prism blink being researched for those stalkers. Continued stalker production. I mean, 1, not like pumping him out, but still, 1 is not bad. And what is he doing? He's ready for drops too, is the thing. And where is he going with this guy, though? The Stalker group is not heading to where I thought they would be, which would be to defend against this Liberator that's heading out, because I think the Observer saw that come out there. Pretty sure that happened, but they're okay. So Pylon's on the way. Mothership Core with Photon Overcharge should be able to chase this thing away there. Reapy McReaperface is still alive and does scout the movement of this Blink Stalker army. So good job, buddy. All right, so Liberator decides to pop on down here. Needs to get out before this Pylon finishes is the thing. It's a single kill and excellent timing. Popping on out. Stalkers, Blink Stalkers ready to go. Observer here to allow them into the main base. Tank not positioned super well, and the Blink Stalkers are inside the main. Blink Stalkers going for the reactor, good choice. Going after add-ons, always good. It takes less time to kill than a whole darn building, and it really slows down the macro abilities of the Terran player. Cyclone wants to get some stuff done. Not able to do it, not able to get that kill. He's so mad about it. Look how mad he is about that one. Liberator up. Woo, Stalkers took that out of the... No! Reapy McReaperface! No! Why? Why would you do that? Why? Jumps down, gets blown against the wall by Stalkers using their Particle Disruptor ability. And he is dead now after getting no kills. I'm pretty sure he got no kills anyway. He didn't kill any of those Stalkers, that's for sure. Marine on the ramp, left alone to his own devices and to these Stalkers to just melt him as well. So we're at 3 base to 3 base right now. Income tab is 59 to 66. PtitDrogo doing very well on that worker front. APM for these players is over 300 for Bunny, about 250 for PtitDrogo. Here comes the Stalker drop, though, in this natural base. Going to kill as many SCVs as possible before the Marauders show up. Look out, run, the Marauders are here. No, they take out an extra couple SCVs before they're forced to retreat, though. Good job by PtitDrogo. How many workers has he killed so far? 3? 3 workers he's killed. Bunny's killed a single probe as well there. Warp Prism running for its darn near life. Doesn't have the upgrade to allow it to run faster, mind you. Where is that? It's in the robotics bay? I think it's the robotics bay that has that upgrade. Yeah, it would be. I don't think that PtitDrogo has one of those yet. He just started one. He heard me and he's like, you know what? Robotics bay sounds nice, Falcon Paladin. Why don't I make one of those? Stalkers just poking up the front here again. Stalkers are good for this harassment level stuff, but actually pretty bad at straight winning the game against Terran, especially because tanks and Marauders are out. So PtitDrogo is going for that tier 3 stuff. I'm going to assume, obviously, Immortals play a big part of this, doing very well against Marauders, since Marauders are armored. Also, Disruptors or Colossus or Tempest, like you need something else to mix on in here to try to deal with this against a Terran army, because once the Terran army gets big enough like this, a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders with upgrades, with Stim, with Combat Shield, and Concussive Shell, you can't stand toe-to-toe with it with just straight Stalker. You will get annihilated, just absolutely blown out of the water. So you need Disruptors to do some splash damage. You need Storm to do splash damage. You need Zealots to absorb the damage in the front while the Stalkers do it from behind. Haha! That's not what I meant to say at all, but I did. Anyway, there's a lot of things you have to do as Protoss to deal with Terran. I'm sure Protoss players are tired of that fact, but such is the state of StarCraft 2 and Legacy of the Void. Good force fields trapping some of these units here, but then turning it around is Bunny saying, you want to dance? Let's dance. But getting chased away as the Immortal shows up. Once again, Immortals against Marauders. Is it 50 damage versus armor targets? It is. 50 damage versus armor. Marauders only have 125 hit points, so that's 3 shots. 1, 2, 3, done. That is it, my friend. Big old attack of Adepts up here, trying to do some stuff, killing some SCVs, Marines, and a Marauder back here, trying to get rid of these Adepts too. Do any of them make it down there to this base? They do, but Widowmine shots! Clearing out a couple of them, but that's 10 SCVs killed. I think some of that was splash damage on the Widowmines. Holy shamoly. 12 workers killed by PtitDrogo, but lost tab here. Showing Bunny has lost a little bit more. So, all right, coming right on in. They do get the tank. They get the tank. The Immortals trying to stutter step backward, which is always weird. All the Stalkers are gone. The Immortal gets trapped there as well. Purification Nova, great split. Does catch a couple Marines. The Disruptor alone. This Disruptor going to avenge its fallen friend. Does kill a few things, including a mule there. And is going to try to hoof it all the way back home with a move speed of 3.15. Run, Disruptor, run. This is totally a robot. Look at this thing. Have I looked at this before? I don't know that I have, but that is not a face. Not a face. So the harassment by PtitDrogo has been real, ladies and gentlemen, is continuing to make Disruptors. Protoss fans have said, where have Disruptors gone? Where are they? Well, we've seen a recent resurgence in them in this particular tournament. So hopefully we can see how to use Disruptors better. Not like that. Don't put it at the front line. Ah, the Disruptor dies immediately. Revelation's tossed down, but the Adepts and the Stalkers might be enough to do this. Again, the Adepts are doing the damage absorption while the Stalkers are trying to deal the damage here. And they might actually win this thing. No, they blink on out. All that's left is a handful of Marines and a couple Marauders. They get the Oracle too there. And actually 9 probes died there. Where the heck was that? Where were their 9 probe deaths? I'm backing up. 9. Is there a Liberator up here? There might have been a Liberator up here, actually. The Void Ray cleared out. Yes, okay. So while this attack was going on, there was a single circle up here of blue. Void Ray does clear it out. After some of them, their units die. So we're at 9 units killed again. Reinforcements come in here for PtitDrogo. Chase them away. Liberator going to set up that defender mode circle. The Stalkers blink right on in bravely, taking it out for the cost of a single Stalker. Not bad. The Adepts kind of left on their own, though. Unfortunately, and Bunny's looking for blood, pushing on out, trying to kill as many Adepts as possible. Getting another one there. Stalkers joining their friends on the top of this ramp. Not looking good at all for our Terran, or Protoss friend, rather. Desperately getting rid of the Liberators. Gets one very easily indeed. This Void Ray gets melted almost immediately, but does manage to pull back in time to stay alive. Only 34 hit points on that guy. Look how cool he is, wearing a like full body suit like a ninja. There, the Tempest I was talking about. So Tempest here trying to clear out the Liberators, just standing right on in and fighting. Photon Overcharge being used as well. Mothership Core is down. All the Stalkers taking shots to the face, though the Tempest explodes. They focus that one down, allowing the Liberators to engage with basically no opposition whatsoever. PtitDrogo is down to his last bits here. He's desperately trying to hold on. Adepts and Stalkers and Tempest. Tempest need to be focusing down other stuff, I think, besides the Marauders, but it's not enough. This base is definitely going to fall. More reinforcements streaming across the map right now. Is that another Liberator? Another Liberator has taken this thing out. I'm not sure the PtitDrogo has the APM to spare to try and save that one. What is left? A cannon. This Liberator, is there another Liberator setting up shop here? Yes, it is. Liberator setting up shop, taking out as many workers as possible. That is 22, 23, 24, 25 workers. PtitDrogo down. 142 to 51 total supply. This Nexus is going to fall. Bunny doing so well. Yes, the Tempests are killing a lot of stuff right now. There are no Marines on the ground, but still, the Nexus explodes. 29 workers have been killed thus far. It is 62 to 34 workers. That base is gone. Expanding as he attacks is Bunny. Expanding twice as he attacks is Bunny. Quick scans there by Bunny just to make sure that there was nothing taken that he didn't know about. PtitDrogo pulls back to lick his wounds. He is producing additional probes to replace the ones that died, the 29 that died in those last couple of minutes. 39 workers killed overall by Bunny thus far, getting +3 attack, getting Terran ship weapons. Level 1, the music is sad. It is sad. It is morning for PtitDrogo right now, ladies and gents. Sentries on the ground. I'm not sure if they are going to be enough. The army supply right now, 102 to 34, as Bunny decides, you know what, it is time. I'm going to get rid of that observer. I'm going to stem forward and put my opponent out of his misery. There's no way he came back from that. Although maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a couple disruptors on the way. Perhaps a couple disruptor hits could even this thing out for PtitDrogo, but I'd be so surprised. Bunny's a really good Terran, and splitting is second nature to him. If he allows a couple disruption or purification novas to take out like half of his army, and he ends up losing this thing, I will be shocked out of my mind here. So a lot of medevacs here in the air, flying around, just playing some support, heading back home just to kill these pylons, I suppose. He's being very thorough right now, is Bunny. Gonna kill the pylons that he knows about. Did he know about that one? He doesn't know about that one or that one. He scanned these bases, but he didn't see it. Coming down the ramp here, Purification Nova being used, and does kill a couple Marauders. That's good, but Bunny stims back with most of his army, says, thank you very much. I do not want to engage in those things directly. Tempest in the air, good against Liberators, but there are Vikings now. Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good whatsoever. They really want to kill that the Liberator. Purification Nova gets a pretty good hit off, kills a couple Marines there, but not necessarily enough. Another Nova whiffing entirely. Good micro on display here from Bunny. The Vikings chasing down the Tempest relentlessly. Tempest are in a lot of trouble. Nova comes right on in and does get a big hit, but it doesn't even matter. PtitDrogo with a GG. Drogo is defeated, and Bunny is victorious. Yeah, that's exactly how you do that thing as a Terran player. Just absolutely solid play all the way around. The Tempest being countered very well by the Vikings. He even took a huge hit from the Disruptor. Didn't even matter. I mean, his army was big enough at that point to just straight up win that thing. 116 to 16 total supply. The big attack up here was what really did it. His masterful use of Liberator circles, of Marines, of Marauders, stimming, splitting, Liberators, setting up shop here to lock down that mineral line, lock down this mineral line, kill as many workers as possible, and got the W for Terran. So, well played by Bunny today. And he gets the win. And that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.